Good day everyone, welcome to my channel. On today's video, we'll be taking the muscles which make up the upper limb and their innervation in just 10 minutes. Kindly subscribe. The upper limb is divided into 5 regions like I have stated here: the pectoral, the shoulder, the arm, the forearm, and the hand regions. The pectoral region is made up of 4 different muscles, and I've also given you their innervation right beside them. The pectoralis major is supplied by the lateral and the medial pectoral nerve, pectoralis minor by the medial pectoral nerve, the serratus anterior by the long thoracic nerve, the subclavius by the nerve to the subclavius. So number 2, the next thing we have is the shoulder region. Now, in the shoulder region, there are 2 groups: the extrinsic group and the intrinsic group. So for the extrinsic group, you have 5 muscles: the trapezius muscle, which is supplied by the accessory nerve; the latissimus dorsi, supplied by the thoracodorsal nerve; the levator scapulae by the dorsal scapular nerve; the rhomboid major by the dorsal scapular nerve; and the rhomboid minor by the dorsal scapular nerve also. For the intrinsic shoulder muscle, we have 6 muscles here: the deltoid muscle by the axillary nerve, the teres major by the lower subscapular nerve, the supraspinatus and the infraspinatus both by the suprascapular nerve, while the subscapularis muscle is the muscle found at the anterior part of the scapula, is supplied by the upper and the lower subscapular nerve, and we have the teres minor by the axillary nerve. So the teres minor and the deltoid have similar innervation. Note that. Next thing we have is the arm region. Now, for the arm region, every muscle that makes up the anterior arm is supplied by the musculocutaneous nerve, while for the posterior arm, all the arm muscles there, that's the tricep, is by the radial nerve. But also know that the brachialis has a little innervation from the radial nerve also. Take that to be very important. You might see it in your MCQ questions. So here I've showed the diagram. Here in front here you see the biceps, here the deltoid muscle, here the pectoralis major, below here the tricep brachii, and along here some vessels or nerves from the brachial plexus. Now for the forearm, I've broken down into 4 layers which we'll treat as we go on. The first thing we have is the anterior compartment, this superficial layer. Here you have 5 different muscles. All the muscles in the anterior superficial layer of the forearm are supplied by the medial nerve, that is except the flexor carpi ulnaris. So you see the word ulnaris should give you a hint that is for the ulnar nerve. So flexors of the forearm are mainly supplied by the medial nerve, flexors of the arm by the musculocutaneous nerve. Now we have the anterior compartment deep layer. We have 3 muscles here: the flexor, the term profundus. Remember, you see the word profundus. Profundus means deep. Longus means short. Now, the flexor term profundus is supplied by 2 nerves actually. The medial half by the ulnar nerve, and the lateral half or lateral part by the anterior interosseous nerve, which is from the medial nerve, while the flexor pollicis longus and the pronator quadratus are both supplied by the anterior interosseous nerve of the medial nerve. Then we have the posterior compartment, the superficial layer. Here we have 7 muscles, and all the muscles here are all supplied by the radial nerve. The brachioradialis by the radial nerve, the extensor carpi radialis by the radial nerve, the extensor carpi radialis brevis by the deep radial nerve. They are all by the radial nerve. But what you will have to note is some little differences. Like here you have a deep branch. Here you have a posterior interosseous nerve. This PIN means posterior interosseous nerve, PIN again. So just little difference. So this number 7 you see is a muscle there called the anconeus muscle. In some texts they will put it as a arm muscle, but it's not really an arm muscle, it's a forearm muscle because of the location. Number 4, the posterior compartment, the deep layer. We have 5 muscles here: the abductor pollicis longus, the extensor pollicis brevis, the extensor pollicis longus, the extensor indicis, and this supinator muscle. Now I would say all the muscles in this layer are innervated by the posterior interosseous nerve from the radial nerve. So they are all supplied by the PIN, like I said before, and this is a branch of the radial nerve in the forearm. Okay, next we have is the hand muscles. Okay, I wrote that 19 in number. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Okay, we have the tendon muscles are 3, the hypothenar are 3. That's giving you a 6. A 6 plus a 7, that's a 13. 13 plus a 4, that's I think that's a 17. 18. So there are 19 muscles in the hand. So it's actually very correct. So this is the hand. This is the, let me change this color for you. Yeah, this is the ternal region. This is the hypothenar region. While here you see some palmar muscles. Okay. Now, moving on. Now we have the ternal muscle. Here we have 3 muscles, and they are all innervated by the medial nerve from the C8 and the T1. So the opponent's pollicis, the abductor pollicis brevis, the flexor pollicis brevis are all supplied by the recurrent branch of the medial nerve. So if they give you a question that says injury to the medial nerve at the wrist will affect which muscle, to affect the ternal eminence or the ternal muscles. The hypothenar muscles are all supplied by the deep branch of the ulnar nerve, and this group of muscles are 3 in number. They have the abductor DT minimi, the flexor DT brevis, and the opponent's DT minimi. So note that all the muscles which make up the hypothalamic eminence are all carrying the term minimi. Why? Because they are all close to your 5th digit, and your 5th digit is called your pinky or your minimi digit or finger. Now we have the interosseous muscles, which are 7 in number. We have the dorsal interosseous, which is supplied by the deep branch of the ulna, and the palmar interosseous by the deep branch of the ulna. Now, the palmar interosseous, some texts say that there are 3, some texts say there are 4, but in most agreed standards, the right answer should be 3. But I believe some individual minds have 4. Okay, in the lumbrical muscles, we have the first and the second. That's the lateral. So these muscles are between the second digit and the 3rd digit. Now they are supplied by the digital branch of the medial nerve. Digital branch of the medial nerve. Number 2, the 3rd and the 4th medial lumbricals are by the deep branch of the ulna. So it's very simple for you to understand. Most muscles of the hand that are on the medial side are supplied by the ulnar nerve. Why? Because that's where the ulnar nerve runs through. While muscles on the lateral side of the hand are most supplied by the medial nerve. So that can give you a hint in a situation whereby you don't know what to write in your exam. So we come to the end of this video. Please kindly subscribe. I would advise you to go through this video again for you to learn everything completely. So have a blessed day.